Hello everyone, welcome to a new video of Nu-Trix, the synth guy. I've been not doing videos for a little while now. I've been really busy where I work with the school, and we actually moved the school to a new facility, so this has taken me a lot of time. Now I'm back on it, and today I'm going to talk to you about it's a synth, it's a drum machine, it's a sample slicer. It's a really quick way to give life to ideas, and it's made by SugarBytes. Now, SugarBytes is a company that I didn't really know about until one of the subscribers from the YouTube channel wrote to me and said, try, I think it was Unique, one of the synthesizers that they make. And when I looked at it online, I was like, oh, I know SugarBytes. I know them because they do different type of VST plugins and synthesizers. And I tried it Unique. I was very impressed by it, and I did a video about it, so click there if you want to see it. And I then talked with exchange email with the company, and I received a bunch of their apps for the iPad, and they're all really interesting, and some of them are just weird, and actually they're really fun, but some of them are bizarre, whereas they don't try to look the part of other devices or other apps, and they try to be in a different niche, so they sound and act different, and that's what we want because we don't want to buy always the same sound. I've been playing around with these apps this summer, and one of the apps I'm going back often is called Egoist. Actually, it's four-part. You've got a beatbox, very simple kick, snare, hi-hat beatbox. You have a synth bass line, like a TB303 kind of, which sounds really interesting, and it has its own way to work. There's a sample slicer, so you take a loop and you slice it and trigger it the way you want. So pretty interesting if you want to recreate something from one of the loops you have. There's a very powerful reverb, distortion, there's a bunch of effects that you can use, and all of them are time based. So all of this makes it to a very, well, when you talk about it, you go, okay, interesting, but then the interface makes it very quick and easy to program and use. So let's actually dive in. I'll show you how it works. SugarBytes. And when you look at it, you've got this little screen. You've got, actually this one is a song I did. Let's try something else. Let's try one of them. And you've got the slice at the top there. If you listen to the slice itself, so it could be anything. You can actually load your own. You can click on it, load another one, and then when you go user, these are the one I pasted in. And you can actually go, if you look at the bottom, you've got import. You can import from audio paste or audio share, and you can put your own sample. That's really the part that I like because it just opens up to anything else you did. So I did start a song or a beat in a different app, and I copy it into this one, and then I can actually go further with it. But let's go through the whole thing. Let's show you around how this works. So you've got on the side, the left side, you've got slicer, bass, beat, effects, and system-based stuff. If you go slicer, that's where you can actually load the sample you want, slice it the way you want. You can actually move around the slice where you want them. You can load another one. You can change the pitch of your slice. You can change the length, global length of everything, the decay if you want it, and the envelope on it, and the volume of everyone or just the first beat. So it's kind of a different ways to have it react. Then you've got the slice here. Let's say we start, let's take an empty one just for fun. Can I go in and go empty? Okay, I'm going to load an empty one. Let's load one, anyone, ambient. Let's say, I don't know what this is. Oh, this really isn't anything. Let's try something more like a, okay. Okay, that's, so if I have 1, 2, if I 3, 4, 5. These are the slices I want to trigger, you know. And if I trigger them, let's go part. Okay, you can see which one I'm triggering. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15, and 16. You can even go in Egoist and say, do you want the slice to be monophonic? Yes. So just want to hear one slice at a time. If not, they might be overlapping. Okay? And what you can do in this window, you can change the decay. Here the length, and then the length here. Okay. Is it better like this? Yeah, better like this. Then you get this. You hear all of them. Okay, the loudness, you can play with that. You can change the pitch. You can also change here. So that's in semitone for each of them. Or you can go up an octave or down an octave. Okay. You can have one reverse if you want. And you can mute them if you click on the number itself. You can the volume here for each of them, and the decay, I would say, the length of each of these sounds. You can also change sections going to play, and you can have them play forward, backward. Let's go back here. Backward, or forward, backward, or randomize. Okay, then you can also do, there's this dice that you see here. You press on it and just randomize it. Same thing with this sequence here. Same thing with the length and the volume. Same thing with everything. That's everything. You get this now. Okay, let's go back. That's a back. Okay, undo. I just pressed undo. Just if you didn't see me press undo, it's this, the one at the top here, just beside empty. Okay. Now, let's say I have something I like. Let's pick the one I did use earlier for my own sounds. I think it's this one. Okay. So this is split into 16. So I don't want this. I don't want this to be a little bit less. I like this. It's closer to being. And then if I want, I can actually change an octave here. Okay, so I'm starting with this, and then I'm saying I want to add some effects. So let's go into effects, and to add the effects, you go into, you press beside the slicer. You've got effects here. You press on it, and then you assign it. You just say I want to add the filter. Okay, I want to add lo-fi also. Okay. So you've got a filter, the orange one, you've got the delay, the green one, you got reverb here. Okay, the reverb. You got the lo-fi, you got the chorus. Actually, the chorus is the light blue. And you get the looper. Okay, I like this. That's kind of I'm starting my song with this. I'm going to go into beat, and then in bass and beat, I'm going to go kick, kick, kick. Okay, I'm going to go snare, snare, snare. I'm going to hi-hat. Get rid of this one for now. Now, if you want to change the sound, you can actually go here and you can get a different kick you can actually use. Yeah, okay, I like this one, but let's say you don't want to hear it. Let's turn it off. I turn the slicer off just by pressing it on the name here and go modular and go, okay, I want to change the kick. You press on the kick sound here and just go up. And there's a different one you can load in. There's like 32 for each. And then you can just go like this. There's a bunch of sound here. Let's say I want to have this one and go slice again. Okay. I'm going to add the bass, which is kind of a TB9 or a TB303 kind of. And then you're selling these. Again, go. And that's it. Again, if you want to have effects on this one. And you got the drive here. Decay, you've got how much you want to use the release. I gotta be honest, this sounds really nice. Really quick, you get something you can actually use. That's really fun. You can really go quickly and build something with this because I don't know. It's just, this is a really quick way to enter your notes. And you want to change the scale, you click here and then you move it where you want it. I was in C1. I want to go back to C1, and you can say major scale or minor scale the way you want. And you've got different type of filters, but they all sound TB like. So pretty fun right away. You've got, this is what I call instant fun, you know. So now when you build this now, it's just, okay, that's my first, I'm in pattern mode here. You get pattern, part, and song. In pattern mode, you have the first one. If you want to copy the second one, you press on the second one, everything's gone. So you can go in the first one here. This one, I'm going to go copy. Go to the second one, paste, copy, paste. And I'm going to do the same thing with the slicer. Copy, second one, paste. And that's just the sequence for the pitch. You go copy for the first one, paste second one, and same thing with this one. And you can do the same with the effects, or not. So now you get the same thing, but no effects, okay? And just for fun, I'm going to randomize the effects. Go again. Start building whatever you want. So you do your version 2 of your drum, of your sequence. So you get the first one, second 2. So I'm going to go here, I'm going to change that. Oh, I'll do something else. Look, on top of changing this, I can actually go here and change the pattern the way it plays. Forward, backward. Perfect, that's what I want, okay? So I got my first one. So if you press on, you got the first one. And the second one is. Then when you go into part, you can actually say my part A. Part A is the sound, the memory number 1. I'm going to play 4 times, and I'm going to play memory number 2, 2. I can just go up and on it, 2, 2, and 2. So part A is 4 times number 1, then 4 times number 2, and then it loops again. If I go into song, I want to say I want to play A. And then if I create something with B, then I would go B and C, and then you build your song this way. So now if I press A, and I press song and press play, I'm hearing 4 times the same. 3, 4. Then plays the other one 4 times. And then I'm going to stop. Stop. And then it actually goes to B, but B there's nothing. If you go see B, B is actually 1 again. So that's why I'm going to B. But so that's how you build your song really rapidly with this. Example of what he did. Where is it? Where is the stuff I did? It's in users. Nu-Trix. Here we go. So the A I did. Let's go back to part pattern. The first one is this. took me about an hour to do. So it was, I think it's, for me, it's really fun to play and really quick to do stuff. The bass has a nice sound to it. The drum is powerful enough. The sound that they picked are nice enough to play with. And the slicer is just a very cool way to, in my view, reuse the stuff I already did in other apps that I bounced, and then I can actually make them come alive in here. So it really is fun. My only question now is, how do I get this thing out of there? You know, the song is there. Go Egoist, and bounce. Okay, do I do bounce? And I can actually bounce and share it. Okay, where can I share it? Oh, I'm actually bouncing. Okay, okay. So now it's there. And I can share it to, oh, so I can copy it again to another file. So, and move it. But, so if I want to mix somewhere else, I would need to actually go bass, beat, just a slicer, bounce it, and then just the bass, bounce it, and then just the beat. And if I want to be really cool about this, I would have to go just a kick, bounce, just a snare, bounce, just a hi-hat, bounce, and then I would have all these tracks I can then load into my Aria Pro and then mix there. Okay, that's how I'm going to do it. Pretty cool. So that's it. This is a quick tour of how you use Egoist from the SugarBytes. And for me, I like this sample slicing approach that you can actually play with, and it's pretty fun. The sound of what they provide with the drum and the bass and the effects they provide is just inspiring. I mean, it sounds cool, they sound nice, and they have that body of sound that you can actually use correctly. And I would just love to have a little bit more control of the export, to be able to export each instrument as a separate track, but it's all possible. I mean, you can just like bounce 4 times and it's done. So it's not a big deal. SugarBytes for your Egoist, me likey. So keep it up. Thank you guys for following. If you like what I'm doing, thumb up and share it with your friends. Follow the YouTube channel, and I'm gonna be talking soon about this. I got my hands on one, and it redefines my vision of a beatbox. So pretty soon, TR8S, what to do with it, how to use it, and how much I want it now. Sadly, I need to sell something else. Okay, see you soon. Cheers.